My dears, hello, how are you? It's Aisling Mooney, Angel Intuitive. I am delighted to be here with your March messages. Mars, you can see very well, but this is green. Representing just the angel, Archangel Raphael, who's overseeing this month of March. The healing angel, healing on all levels of our being, emotional, mental, spiritual. So we've been through a deep healing journey actually for the whole month of February. A lot of introspection, a lot of revisioning, letting go, releasing, big forgiveness work, personally and globally. Secrets coming to light, ancestral lines being healed, and karmic debt being cleared. So there was a lot of healing coming up, things coming up to the surface to be healed in February. So we're just being reassured that Raphael has all this, has a handle on all of this, and that it's all part of the plan. So just, I hope that you're feeling a little bit more grounded now. There's a wonderful energy coming through. We've had a lot of, February has been a lot of wait, do the healing work, do the forgiveness work, planning, map making, dreaming big about what it is that you want to accomplish in your life. Just realized I don't have my mic on, so hopefully that improves the sound. So, but this month of March, there's a beautiful card here called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. So we've had that month of February, which was wait, doing the inner work, imagining the life, visioning the life that we actually want to live, looking at all the different areas, so much forgiveness work. And now finally, we're being called to move. Finally, March is about, okay, now breathe a sigh of relief. You've done the work, and you've made the space, and you've planned what you want to bring into your life. And now it's about stepping forward. And I love that she's wearing a bright pink sort of magenta cloak, which is like feminine empowerment, the businesswoman. So for you, it might be, if you have a spiritual business, maybe you've been, if you've been following me, you've been holding back and not stepping into new projects or not starting anything new. You're now being given the go ahead, that in particular in business or in any area where you're in your life where you mean business. It's a good time. It's like the traffic light saying go, it's time to go. It's a good moment to start something new, that new program you've been thinking about, that new course that you want to build, or create, that new training program that you want to offer to the world, that new VIP one-to-one package that you want to offer. It is like go, the lights are green, go, go, go. So it's a wonderful message of just movement and energy and taking steps. These don't have to be big, massive leaps. We're not being required to make big leaps of faith from what I can see from these cards this month. You have the plan, so it's just, okay, what's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? One of those steps could be pause, take a rest. And then the next step, okay, you're refreshed, get back on the path. What's the next step? What's the next action forward that you need to take in your life? What's the next boundary that you need to put up there to help you so that your energy is not drained and pulled in a million different directions, but is back here in front of you and available for the task or your dreams or your life purpose at hand. So the first week in March, it's empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So there's just a message here to do your grounding work, do your clearing, cutting up the ties with Archangel Michael and Raphael, just really clearing out anything that you don't want to bring into March and into the rest of 2021. So we did a lot of healing work and a lot of healing last month, but for any of you where there might still be, like, we're all empaths watching this, they're light workers, earth angels, people with heart, and sensitive souls. That is my audience, that is you, that is me. And we, you know, I know for myself, because there has been so many restrictions and so much isolation, that when restrictions were lifted for us here in Italy, and I started to go out, I went into a bit of overwhelm, definitely the first day or two, because I was seeing so many people. And I went to a big, huge supermarket and then a big shopping center, and it was just literally too much for me to take. It was like this big, massive intake of information. So I just had to balance that with some time at home and some time seeing nobody. So, just really be mindful if restrictions are lifting where you are in the world, to just give yourself that grace. We don't have to jump into a whole new life all of a sudden. Or if you've been working from home and now you have to go back to a work environment, just really give yourself a bit of transition phase this week. So make sure that you get to bed early, make sure that you're doing your meditation, make sure that you're speaking to family and friends, making sure that you have time when you come home to just unwind, whether that's with movement or meditation or just a cup of tea or listen to your favorite music. Be careful of social media, that you don't go down a negative rabbit hole, and make sure that you're filling your cup with positive energy and information. So yeah, there's just really, like in this card, she's looking into a mirror, but it can also be a sort of a barrier. So it's like healthy boundaries and really minding your energy in this week, as I have a feeling that a lot of restrictions will be lifted around the world. So, which is a really good sign, but we just need to mind ourselves stepping into this new era, this new way of being in the world. And just be careful that the energy that you're absorbing or reacting from, sometimes it's not yours. If you're feeling pain, anxiety, anger, it can be energy from other people that you're living with or that you've come in contact with. So, as earth angels, we just really need to mind our energies and make sure that we have healthy boundaries and that we're doing our grounding work and our protection work. Love is the biggest protection. I'll talk more about that in another video, but just make sure that you're doing the work, you're using your spiritual tools. So the second week in March, child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. So this is, there's a lot of blue energy in this card, a lot of starlight. So Archangel Michael is stepping in, reminding you that you're safe, that you're protected, to have courage, that you'll only be given on your path that which you can cope with and that which you're ready for. Even if it feels challenging, you're being reassured that God, the universe, wherever you believe God is, the universe, you will only receive that which you're ready for right now. So for some of you, there might be a little bit of confrontation this week, and it's just, take a breath, use your spiritual tools to manage that, take a step back. If something is triggering you, breathe before you respond. But there's just this wonderful, it's a very empowering week. So it's about you stepping out of the victim into a more empowered way of living your life, standing up for yourself, speaking honestly, speaking your truth, saying no where before you would have said yes, having the courage to say no regardless of the consequences. But although this says child of the cosmos, I really feel it's about you stepping from the child role into a more mature woman, divine feminine essence, is able to say yes and no clearly. As I've gotten older in my life, it's easier to say no. It's easier to, years ago, I would have worried about all of the consequences. It still crosses my mind, but you get to a stage in your life where it's more important to say no, because you know that you're saying yes to yourself, that your energy is expendable, it's not limitless, and that you need to be discerning about where you're spending your energy. So it's a wonderful card and a wonderful gift and a reminder to say no when you need to, and that you're stepping into a new power. Communication is really important second week, so be careful what you're saying. Be aware of the words that you're using, that they can be empowering or disempowering, and be aware of the effect that other people's words have on you. So really make sure that you surround yourself with positive people, not people that are negativity and are watching too much news themselves and are being brainwashed with, I mean, we can look at the truth of the situation in the world without going into a state of worry and guilt and fear, which doesn't really help us to, it's not a place of empowerment and doesn't really help us to change or take action steps. So yeah, there's a lot around communication. So the third week is a wonderful reminder, as always, that you are not alone. An angel walks beside you every single breath and step of your life. That is my message. If you have watched all of my videos, you've taken my courses, you've read my book, and you'll have heard me say this a million times, you're not alone. An angel walks beside you every single second you are alive on this planet. So it's just a reminder that you don't have to do this alone. You have your whole angelic team. You just have to ask for help, get really, really good at asking for help and support. But you also have earth angels in your life. You also have family members. Many of us, especially women, are just not asking for help. We are not saying the words, hey, I'm struggling right now and I need some help and support. Hey, I need a community. Hey, I need to go to bed early and I need you to mind the kids. Or putting on some television and letting the kids sit there and watch them so that you can go and rest or read a book or take a shower or do whatever you need to do to just get some time for yourself. So this is a beautiful card reminding you, it says, Star family, you're part of a team of souls, call in support. So to make sure that if you need extra support this week, to make sure that you are asking for it. We cannot help you. Nobody can help you unless you ask for it. And if you look like you have everything under control and you don't ask for help, how is anyone to know that you really, really need it? So just a reminder this week. And the final week in this month of March, cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So this is the fourth week in March. So there's a feeling of surrender. Surrender is one of the biggest gifts that our angels can give us. When you surrender, it's coming back to this card from the week before, asking for help, there's a moment of deep healing available to you in the last week in March. If you choose to take it, it will, there's that moment of cracking open. So when you crack open, there is a space for the light of God and the angels to come in. There's a space for more love to come in to your life. There is an expansion, and there's now the spaces available to bring in more of what you want. So it might be a bit uncomfortable, it might be a bit challenging, there might be some events that shake us, whether that's personally or globally, but it's all good, and it's just a moment of, I give up. I give up. Here you go. I surrender. Angels, take this away and just help me, resolve the situation. Give me some miracles to help this come out the best for everybody involved. And also making sure that if you're going through stuff and you have any mental health difficulties, we have all experienced, I'm putting my hand up, mental health challenges and difficulties in the last 12 months. So many of us have experienced that more than others, maybe, or been more challenged with that than others. And I'm just really saying, if you're experiencing mental health difficulties, make sure that you get support. Go to your doctor, go and book some counseling, go to a healer that you know that you can trust, and speak to a really good friend that's your champion. So make sure that if you are going through healing in the last month of March, that you have the support in place, that you're part of a community or a tribe or a space where you can reach out and get the support that you need. Even if it's just somebody listening, they don't even have to help you to reach a resolution. Sometimes talking it out with somebody who's listening. In my angel circle, every week we have this angel buddy system where you just connect in with a human being on the phone, and you each have 15 minutes to just talk about what's going on for you this week, what's coming up for you, what healing is happening, what you need help and support with. And there's no counseling, there's no healing, there's nothing in that call. It's just listening, sharing and listening. And sometimes that is all that you need. So if you don't have that in your life, this would be a good month to set up March. You know, ask somebody, do you want to be my angel buddy? Let's connect in once a month and do a call, or join the angel circle, join the VIP list, the wait list, and I'll put the link in the comments. And next time we open doors, you can jump in. So my darlings, what an amazing month ahead we have. Remember, it is a go sign. There's a lot happening. We're reminded to reach out for support. Make sure that you're not the Lone Ranger here. You don't have to do things on your own. You have angels. And I am calling in 100,000 angels and asking them to go and support you wherever you are in your life, whether that's personally. And I'm also asking them to support us globally as we are still moving through and transitioning into this new Earth idea, this new way of being on the planet. So wherever you are, so much love to you. I hope that this supported you. Please share it with family or friends or anyone that you think might benefit from hearing these messages. And I will see you next week for your weekly messages. Loads of love. Bye-bye.